Good afternoon, fellow English teachers, and welcome to my presentation on the place of imagination and creativity in education, specifically the English classroom. As you prepare to begin programming units of work for Stage 5 next term, I suspect you will be copying and pasting this all-encompassing outcome in your tables. You will also most likely copy and paste the general capability of critical and creative thinking in this same table that students are expected to develop in the unit. However, and as this mind map sheds a light on, the pressure we face to cover curriculum, meet standards, and deliver assessments can cause us to inadvertently narrow the curriculum and our teaching pedagogy, and in turn make the outcomes we include in our programs remain black ink on a white page without any real meaning, a means to ticking a box. This presentation intends to focus on how building a classroom that promotes risk-taking and multiple means of action and expression can enable learners to authentically meet outcomes and develop their creative abilities. The mind map highlighted how teachers cannot use direct instruction, and I'll add, boring worksheets and repetitive two-paragraph writing activities to teach creativity. Instead, teachers need to know how to teach creatively and teach for creativity to engage young people in their learning and imagination. Interweaving imagination and creativity into pedagogy paves the path for students to remain an artist as they grow up. For example, a Year 9 English teacher could utilise drama pedagogy in their teaching of Romeo and Juliet, which is a creative pedagogical strategy that genuinely aligns with the general capability of critical and creative thinking, personal and social capability, and intercultural understanding. An English teacher that uses drama pedagogy in the study of a play nurtures young people's imagination to assemble the world of the text in their own world and develop empathy for characters. Kremen illuminates how learners out of play, through their embodiment of characters, sets alight the inner play of their imagination, opening them up to other ways of knowing, which is pivotal to facilitating deep learning. The role of imagination and creativity in drama pedagogy, for example, offers young people authentic reasons to engage in activities in English, which helps them recognise the value and real-world relevance of what they learn. Imagination and creativity is therefore a link in the chain of deep learning. This idea can be captured in the following diagram, whereby imagination and creativity, when sparked by the teacher, fires learners' interest, excitement, and motivation, which shapes their on-task behaviour, nurtures their commitment, and ultimately stretches them cognitively and effectively. Finding a place for imagination and creativity in your classroom also transforms your traditional role as sage on the stage to guide on the side, allowing young people to take the lead, which is a critical skill that will transfer to their engagement and learning in other disciplines and prepare them for life. Furthermore, the role of imagination and creativity to support students' idea diversity and risk-taking is best nurtured through brainstorming. Brainstorming applies a technique of deferred judgment in which students' ideas are detached from an evaluation of their worth. When using an inquiry-based approach to learning by posing a question to students, teachers should first instruct students to create a brainstorm to open their minds to play with ideas. Rose and et al. Highlight how the process students undertake when tackling ideas in response to an inquiry-based question sparks their little c creativity, which plays a powerful role in creating a climate of psychological safety where students feel comfortable to take risks. Activities that promote students' imagination and creativity transform the classroom into a place that enables young people to take ownership of their learning, develop their self-regulatory skills, and increase their self-esteem. The role of imagination and creativity in the classroom, in the form of brainstorming, for example, helps students to become more interested in discovering learning for themselves, more open to new ideas and collaborating with others to investigate ideas, and more committed to work beyond lesson time to explore ideas, paving the path for them to reach illumination, which is the third stage of Dr. G. Wallace's 4 stages of the creative process. Collaboration is another pedagogical strategy teachers can use to foster students' creative capacities. When students brainstorm in a group, they receive real-time feedback for their ideas. This helps the group to collectively evaluate the diversity of ideas presented and use their creativity to solve problems. The role of creativity and imagination is integral as young people apply their creative thinking to solve challenges in the classroom to real-world applications, preparing them for the future that will be their reality. The feedback, encouragement, scaffolding, and questioning of ideas arising from students' collaboration with one another, promotes their creative thinking. Opportunities teachers create to ignite young people's creative thinking plays a role in enhancing their self-esteem, motivation, and achievement, which transforms the quality of their learning experiences. Sir Ken Robinson's TED Talk, Do Schools Kill Creativity?, transformed my own understanding of the imaginative and creative capacities inherent in every learner. English teachers, at their best, create exciting, purposeful, and imaginative experiences for students and themselves, which increases students' competence, confidence, and creativity, and helps build positive attitudes to learning within and beyond school. At their worst, however, English teachers, pressured to cover content and for their students to meet standards, design and deliver dry teaching and learning experiences that are underpinned by the direct instruction of accessible skills, consequently dismissing students' extraordinary capacities and tremendous talents. My question to you all, therefore, is which English teacher do you choose to be? Will you bring the outcomes listed in your programs and assessment notifications to life in your classroom, colouring them in through your design and implementation of drama pedagogy, brainstorming, or collaboration in your lessons, for example? Or will they remain as black ink on a white page, a means of ticking a box? The imaginative and creative capacities of the future generation lie in your own creative mind and hands. Thank you, fellow English teachers, for joining me this afternoon to hear my presentation on the powerful role of imagination and creativity in the English classroom, and the powerful role you can play in making what seems impossible possible for young learners. Thank you.